what's up? Sorry, I've been out a little bit. I got my business going. Hauling handyman street service business, and today was a nice day. I thought I'd come out here and come up here and do a little bit of scouting around and see what's happening. I mean, there's still a little bit of snow. I'm right off the road. I'm quite a ways back up here, but I noticed a new structure right here, and it's pretty obvious, very obvious structure. There's an X right there. That's brand new. That wasn't here last year, and it's got the same characteristics as any other structure, which is pretty darn awesome. That's a good sign already as we're entering this area. It's very obvious, and this area right here is hot for Sasquatch, and they're going to start moving around, you know. But there's still a little bit of snow. It's about 55 degrees right now, which is really warm, which is nice. Yeah, we're gonna head down that way and we're gonna go take a look. So I already got a little piece of evidence that I found up here that's brand new. So we're gonna see what's any new stuff. I'm gonna see if there's some prints. Maybe I can find a print in this wet stuff, or even this dirt here. Maybe I can find something. But yeah, guys, yeah, sorry I've been out. You know, I don't know if anybody's wondering where I was at. I did have a few people write me and ask me, you know, but the winters up here get bad, and I was in the middle of trying to get this business going, so I've been busy doing that. And when I'm not doing that, I'm going to be out here investigating these creatures for everybody and see what we can find. There I go. There's the X right there. Really obvious. Well, before I go, I noticed there's a path that runs down in through here and runs up across this road and runs back over that way. And that X is right over the top of that path. And there's a branch. I don't know if you can see that branch. There's a branch kind of woven into that X. The one side of the X is on top of the branch, and the other side of the X is on the other underneath side of the branch, pivoting itself on top of the other, on top of that other, tree there. And it looks to be woven in, and it looks like there's a leaner right here on the side of that right here too. So sorry, I haven't been all winter since I've been filming, so I'm but anyway, yeah, I thought I'd point that out. There's a little path that runs down through there. That's pretty awesome. Okay guys, let's head up. Pretty little flower. Hey guys, what's up? So I'm coming out into another area. We're gonna check this out. I've had some Sasquatch activity back in here, and I've seen some fabulous structures back in here. We're gonna come back in here. I just started on this trail, and those structures are just kind of right up here around the corner. And just in case y'all know, or didn't know, or whatever, it's the snow is finally melting off. I mean, there's a little patch right over there, but it's in the 60s today, like 62 or something like that. So I thought I did a job earlier, and I thought I'm gonna come out here and take a look. I haven't been out for a while. Make a little video and see what I can find. So I'm pretty excited. Finally getting some warm weather. It's like there's people that's been moving through here already. They just opened this. But we're going to look through here and see if we can find some. I'll record this structure. It's right off the trail up here, and I'll show you what I'm looking at. But yeah, the winter times are so bad. It's really, you can't get out here. You can't get out anywhere. It's insanity. You know, it's 20 below wind chill. Winds are 80 mile an hour all the time. There was 6 feet of snow here. There's some snow right over there. And it's pretty wild, man. There's so much snow. But finally I'm getting out. I'm going to start making some more videos. I hope everybody really enjoys what I have to offer. But yeah, let's get up here a little bit further. Okay, here's a structure. It's like a little teepee structure, right? Right behind it, you got some slash piles. These are all man-made slash piles. This is the only structure that you'll find, you know, even this far out in the woods. When you got something like this, you know, why would a human come this far back, you know, and just construct something like this? For what reason? There's no reason. There's no camping. There's no nothing like that up here. There's no hunting or anything. This is something that they do. It as a, you know, an ancient language, visual communication, something that means something to one another. I can almost promise you this isn't done by them, because it's got to have that one log that sticks way off to the side, and that's what I explained in my past videos. So we'll move up. Okay, so I'm still following this trail. I'm back further than I usually go, so I'm staying on this trail for now. I've been on this next ridge right here. There was amazing Sasquatch vocals. I had another guy with me. Amazing Sasquatch vocals that were coming from down this way. And there were some crazy structures up there. A couple of like little half teepee things, axes. There was all kinds of stuff back there. But finally, I haven't had a chance to get this far back on the trail on this side to actually see what we could find back here, what's going on back here. So thanks again, guys, for joining me on my little adventure. And, you know, and it's kind of swampy. There's like some creeks, like a little creek or something runs through here. It's kind of really swampy though, you know, a lot of runoff, stuff like that. So there's a lot of water all through up here that go back. See that flat area out there? There's a lot of water, and that's what those Sasquatch like, you know, they kind of stick around a lot of water like that. So we'll continue up a little further, see what kind of evidence I can find. But hopefully I can find some more evidence to show you guys, kind of help educate you on it. I've also during the winter, I was doing a lot of podcasts, and I guess my stuff was on a show called Battle of the Beasts, and it was on all my structures, and my stuff was on there. I thought that was pretty wild. I thought that was cool, you know, because I work hard and I only bring the best, you know. Sometimes it's hit and miss, you know. I find stuff and I don't. But that stuff right here, look at how thick that is in there. You know, that goes for this area right here. Look at how thick that is in there. There could be anything in there watching me right now. Now, if you guys see like any faces or anything that I'm not seeing, because I'm trying to multitask and, you know, kind of talk and watch where I'm going and do my camera work, man, don't be afraid to give me a timestamp. You know what I mean? But let's walk up a little further. There's some elk, or I'm sorry, not elk, moose, and moose poop. Come walking through here, which is not surprising because there's a lot of moose in through here. What's that? I can't see. Trying to figure out where that is. Like something black sticking up from behind that tree. Is it up further? You guys let me know if you see something though, man. I'm trying to where'd it go? There was something black poking out from behind a tree at me. Maybe nothing, just but a shadow, but let's move on, guys. This is cool. There's some evidence. This is what they do. This is a top end X. They have a low end X, middle X, more of a top end X. Do you see that? These random logs. wedged right up into that limb right there to form this. Oh, and see that little limb right there? That's where that one's been placed to form a top X. Doesn't surprise me because we're kind of goes up on the mountain more here, and it looks like a slash piles. A guy came up in here and cleared it out for fires years ago. I mean, I'm talking 60 years ago they done this. But somebody came up here, or Sasquatch came up here and made this X. It symbolizes it's a marker, is what I believe, of some sort. Like I said, it's a language, it's a visual language, and this is just what they do, this kind of thing right here. And I know I may not find a heck of a lot today. I need to venture off trail more. But if you notice, as you come up on these trails, see, look at that. Isn't that cool? These logs, they didn't even come here, 100%. But that trail I was following one way down there, it kind of zigzags like this, kind of comes up to the top of the mountain, and then it shoots off that way. This is where you're going to have your activity, your structures and stuff, because there's no more trails this way. It's just raw woods for miles. So this is where you're going to have your activity. The Sasquatch won't go in between those trails coming up. They'll be on one side of the trail or the other side where it zigzags up. They might walk through there at night or whatever, but as far as structures, you really don't see much for that in that. You don't see much activity as far as that goes on trails like this. And that trail comes around and shoots back up over that way, and here you go on the area where you don't have any human activity right here. No more trails. And look at that. And that's wild. That's Bigfoot language, man. It's an ancient language, and I just can't get enough of this kind of stuff because this is what they did. They're intelligent. But I'm gonna try walking up a little bit more. I can swear I hear something behind me though. As I was sitting here talking to you, I could swear I hear different stuff right off that direction. See, the trail doesn't come up this way. This way is just raw wood all the way up that way. The trail's on the bottom side. I just got cell phone service. Every time I get near these things, these structures, I get cell phone service. I step out of this area, I don't got any service. And if I had my EMF, my radiation detector, I would set that up on there too, and sometimes it'll spike and whatnot. Every time I get near these structures, I get cell phone service. There's some kind of energy or something maybe coming off of these. It's wild, you know what I mean? Yeah, my phone just dinged. I was like, what? I had absolutely no service for the past freaking hour coming up here, you know? There's some snow caps up that way. Look at those beautiful snow caps. Oh, it's hard to steady this thing when you're zoomed in, man. Ooh. Well, that's really got a good zoom on it. But let me venture up some more, guys, and let me see if I can see any more stuff, man. That is cool. And I just got cell phone service next to this. That's wild. Okay, so I'm headed back down. I guess I'm gonna go check out another. That's if it's open. Across the way over there, there's a spot with some serious Squatch activity going on, and I'm going to see if that's open, because they barely open these gates down here. So yeah, we'll see if I can find anything over here on the other side. I decided I was going to run up and turn around and see if I can find anything else. There wasn't much going on. Like this way up in here is a better area to my left, because that got kind of open, kind of really cut down and weird. So I don't think we were going to find much there, you know. But up in here, this is the good spot. There's no trails, there's no nothing. It's just raw woods back up in there. And that also right back in there is a fabulous spot, you know what I mean? I got my little vest on. But we'll see. I got kind of paranoid back there. It kind of sounded like something was messing with me. It was like walking behind me and break a stick or something. Up in the woods off trail. I don't know, that could have been just a regular wildlife animal, but I got kind of paranoid, and outside of just a little short on time right now, I just, I don't know, I had to come back, go check this area over here, see what we can find. I don't mean to bore any of you guys. I'm glad you're out here on my little adventure with me. This is my first outing. I thought I'd come out here. I'm going to try to hit this other area here in a week or so. When the snow melts better. There's still like 3 feet of snow in there. And see if we can get some activity back in there. So, because that's that other area, that's insanity, man. There's so many Sasquatch back there. I've got them on video back there and whatnot. This winter time has got me out of shape, guys. Whew. But, okay, I'm getting close. I'm about a quarter of a mile away from my vehicle. Let me know if you see anything back here. I'm gonna step back to my vehicle and go to this other spot. I just want to show you all this. Here's a downed tree laying on its side, and there's a tree growing here. There's a pretty good sized tree growing right here. There's another tree growing right here. That's wild. Life always finds a way, you know what I mean? Look at that, isn't that wild? That's crazy. Whole trees growing out of the side of this old dead log that's laying over. That's cool. You see this? There's a log laying on its side, old log, and it's got trees growing out the side, going straight up. That's crazy. Okay, enough of that. But anyway, as you can see, I got into the area that I was actually wanting to get into. We're going to go check an old structure that I have filmed, a couple of them back here. Let's say last year before or whatever, and see if they're still standing or what's up with them, you know. I'm going to be really careful. There's a lot of moose back in here. And you can kind of see footprints if you step here. This is kind of sandy. See that? It leaves a footprint. It's about like a few areas that actually leave a footprint. But let me see if I can find that tree real quick. It's upside down in the dirt. So I found it. This is this little tree. There's the tip of it, or the bottom part of it right up there. And the rest has been stuffed into that ground right there. You can see I was just pulling on it pretty hard and I just broke a limb off of it. I hope that don't piss him off. But sorry guys, I was just really pulling on that and it's not moving. I'm moving the top like crazy, but there you go. This is this upside down tree that I'm talking about. And it's still here, except for I broke a limb off. But it's wild, yeah. This is the kind of thing that they do. This is extremely rare. This is a weird one, where it's all the limbs and everything, and then the root has been broken off the tip up there. And this tree didn't come from anywhere here. And it's been stuffed into the ground right there. And kind of leaned up against this, it looks like. It was definitely in the ground. But there you go. There's an upside down tree right there, and that's a rare one. That's something that they do. Like I said, this whole area there's a serious Sasquatch activity back here. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on back here. And there's campsites right up in there, and people report to me all the time of the crazy Sasquatch, or these, not, they don't know it's Sasquatch, but very unusual things happening, and there has been a couple of sightings and whatever. And this is just like a bowl that comes through here, like the way the mountain's shaped, it kind of comes in like this, and then we're kind of like right in the middle of it as it comes around. But that's damn juicy right there, guys. Oh yeah, look at that. This could be a couple years old. So I'm back at the little pond where there was 2 teepee street tree structures. One of the teepees has been ripped down, maybe added onto that, I don't know. But that's wild. I mean, I got a picture, and I'll probably try to put it in this video, where there was 2 teepee structures sitting in this little pond right here. There's this little pond, and it looks like it got ripped down and maybe added to this. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. Sorry, I'm having a hard time seeing. But I mean, this is definitely something that they do. They build things like this. But why would they rip one down and add it to another? I don't know. They do weird shit like that. Let me tell you what. There was something else over here too. I want to show you guys. This is also brand new. Look at that. So something maybe for a baby or something. But this is something also that they do. They'll make little structures like this, little ones. Maybe they put a young in there maybe. I don't know. Maybe so. But that's a brand new structure though, from last year. And before anybody says anything about a cut log, Sasquatch use cut logs. There are a few slash piles around here. They do incorporate these into their structures. Open thy mind. Oh my gosh. But anyway, I kick all the negative people out, even off my group, Project Sasquatch. I kick the negatives out. People laugh and carrying on. You know, laugh in a mean way anyway. But yeah, this is cool. Hey guys, this is wild. I'm in there's a bunch of little like aspen thicket right here. Look at the breaks. This one's broke, facing the same direction. That one back there is broke, kind of facing the same direction. And look, there's 2 more right back there that are snapped. There's one that snapped completely off. There's this one. And the thing I want to point out is if there was an antlered animal that came through here, you would see damage to this bark, because look at how easy it is to damage this bark. Just with my nail. Look at that. See that? That's how easy it is to damage that bark. None of these have damage to the bark. None of these. This one looks like it's from last year. That one actually looks fairly fresh. That could have been over the winter time maybe. And look at this one here. There's a larger break. It took a lot of pressure to push that over. Break that. Look at that. Look at that. Those are directional brakes. I have a couple of theories about them. You know, I think Sasquatch, when they come by, they just tend to brake and head off into that direction. This direction is where they came from. This is where they go. And sometimes they'll come onto an area and just suddenly start snapping trees, you know, doing these breaks like this. There's 2 more breaks right there. Look at that. Like this one's the same way. This thing got no damage to this bark on this little tree. And it's the thing is, it's been snapped, bring down, and put it right between those 2 stumps right there. So like I said, this is a hot area for Sasquatch. And look, this one was broke completely off. Here it is, look. And it came from right there. And there's no damage to the bark again. This is something that Sasquatch do. They come through and just break things like that. That's crazy. That one right there. A little break. Now, this is not far off the road. which isn't surprising because they like to do a lot of things not that far off the road. They don't care. And I've stressed that to people, but people just looked at me, sometimes like, yeah, you're an idiot. And I'm like, no, I know what I'm talking about. Trust me, I'm probably one of the most knowledgeable people on Sasquatch in the entire face of this planet. A lot of people don't see that. I got a bunch of podcasts coming up too, so we'll be talking about a lot of my knowledge. But this is something that they do right here. It's just this little spot right here. It's busting the hell out of these. And they come through. And see, when they come through, this is a draw right in here. They love these draws. They like to come through these draws and head back down out that direction. I don't know, migrating possibly, who knows. But that's wild, man. Anyways, kind of short for time. It's getting kind of dark out here. And I'll be back maybe in a few days. Hit another spot, see what kind of wonderful evidence we can find, and maybe even some Sasquatch activity, guys. Bye.